when I started learning more and more about Islam, I got so I cared more about prayer and the like. Yet at the beginning, I did like some people call it fatwa shopping. I just said, okay, music is okay, and I was feeling really bad for a long time. So I didn't. So I felt really bad until one time I made the decision. Okay, I quit. And then afterwards, I found much sakina, much khushu. I was a very happy person. Okay, and this went again on for a while until one incident. What happened was, Dad told me to go with him to the bank. Okay, and at that time I didn't have that much knowledge. Okay, and he had a bag, and then he told me to carry it. I was thinking this is a major sin. There may be contracts of riba and the like in there. Okay, so yet so I didn't want to carry it, yet I still did, because the day before or so he beat me with a stick and I feared him. Yet still I think I was thinking this was a major sin. Okay, I carried it till we were there. When we were there, he told me to carry it again. I refused, okay? And then he beat me up with a stick pretty hard. Okay, and since that incident, so he beat me up, okay, and then he cut off my internet connection. He made it very hard for me to learn about Islam, okay? So, and then I got many confusions. Is this okay? Is this not
Yunus, come on, akhi. What is your question?
5 seconds more.
No, what is the relation between music and going to the bank and beating you with a stick? What's the question, akhi?
Please, 5 seconds more, please.
Okay, I'm timing you.
So I cut off my internet connection, and then when I doubted things to be haram, most of the time I didn't do it, and I did many strange things. And since the time he beat me up, or around the time I didn't find khushu, and I can't concentrate in prayer.
So what's your question?
Can you give me advice?
Over contracts of riba or music or being beaten up by your father?
I don't know what happened. Like,
what do you want me to advise you about? Which topic?
Since the time he beat me up and he cut off the internet connection, since that time, it was like 1.5 years ago, most of the time I didn't have khushu or concentration in prayer.
Okay, first of all, akhi, when you ask a question, I would highly appreciate that you go straight to the point. If I need any details, I'm going to ask you about it. As you have seen, we've wasted so much time. You could have easily said that in 5 seconds. Sheikh, I fail to find khushu' in salat. What can I do? And I would answer you without any reason to mention what you have mentioned. Secondly, the khushu' comes from your knowledge of Allah Azza wa Jal. It comes from the amount of time you spend reading the Quran and understanding the tafsir. It comes from studying books of Aqidah, beautiful names of Allah, Allah's lordship and worship, Tawheed, and in studying the biography of the Prophet's Seerah alayhi salatu wasalam. And you don't need internet connection for all of this. You can do it through hard copy, you can do it through reading the Quran and the tafsir books available in your home. Thirdly, you have to communicate with your father. You live in Germany. If the German authorities know about your father, they're going to put him in jail. I'm not telling you to threaten him by this, but tell him that be a little bit more communicative. Let's talk. If you see that I'm doing something wrong, advise me, not by beating me up. Fourthly, you have to learn your religion. Jumping to conclusion and thinking that, I can't carry the bag. If my father says, charge my phone, I said, no, I can't charge his phone because he watches inappropriate images. So I will be collaborating, so I will not do this. If he says, bring me a glass of water, so if I bring him a glass of water, this means that he will remain alive and he will go tonight to my cousin's house or my in-law's house, and he will free mix with my cousins and who are non-mahram to him. What kind of ideology and thinking is this? when you come to take a decision and make a choice based on total ignorance and not weighing the pros and the cons. So this is a fault from your side. You deserve what you are getting because this is what you brought to yourself instead of asking whether this is permissible or not, whether learning your religion or not, and Allah knows best.